Hi, in this video we'll see about gap junctions. What are the other names for gap junctions? They are also called as nexus or communicating junctions. So, as their name imply, we can tell that gap junctions, they allow the communication, that is intercellular communication. So, they permit intercellular communications, that is they allow the movement of ions or small molecules between the cells, adjacent cells. Moving on to the structure of gap junction, we need to see what is the transmembrane protein. This is the transmembrane protein that make up the gap junction. It is called as connexin. Okay. Approximately 21 types of connexins are known in the human beings. 6 connexins, they together form aqueous pores that is called as connexon. Okay, it is called as the connexon. So, consider this as the plasma membrane of one cell, this as the plasma membrane of the adjacent cell. So, the 6 connexons, they make one hemichannel aqueous pore which is extending through the plasma membrane into the intercellular space. So, approximately it extends to 1 to 1.5 nanometer into the intercellular space, and the diameter of this aqueous pore is around 2 nanometer. Similarly, of the adjacent cell, 6 connexins, they together form a connexon which is an aqueous pore extending across the plasma membrane into the intercellular space. So together the cleft between the cells is approximately 2 to 3 nanometer. 2 to 3 nanometer. So two such connexons, they meet in the intercellular space and they form an intercellular communicating channel, that is the gap junction, intercellular communicating channel. Okay. Now, moving on to the types of gap junctions. There are 4 types of gap junctions. Okay. If the connexins belong to the same protein, that is, if the connexon or the hemichannel is made up of same type of connexin, it is called as homomeric. If it is of the different connexins, then it is heteromeric. Whereas the aqueous channel that is formed, the communicating channel that is formed is made up of the same type of hemichannel, then it is called as homotypic. If it is made up of different types of hemichannels, then it is called as heterotypic. So based on this combination, there are 4 types of gap junction. First one is the homomeric, homotypic. The next one is the homomeric, heterotypic. The next one is the heteromeric, homotypic. The next one is the heteromeric, heterotypic. Okay. This homotypic or the heterotypic, whatever it is, it can either be made up of homomeric or heteromeric. Okay, this can vary. Based on that, 4 types of gap junctions are there. Another thing, the gap junctions can either be open or they can be closed. Okay, When are they closed? What is the mechanism which is suggested for the opening and the closing? That is, when the cytosolic pH is reduced. Otherwise, when the cytosolic calcium is increased, in that case they remain closed. The opposite holds true for the opening of the gap junction, that is, increase in the cytosolic pH or decreased in the cytosolic calcium will result in the opening of the gap junction. Where are they located? They are located between the cells of the secretory cells of the salivary gland. They are located between the secretory cells of the salivary gland, and they are also located between the nerve cells and also between the cardiac cells. Here, between the nerve cells and the cardiac cells, when there is a fast transmission of the impulse is warranted, in that case the gap junctions, they play a very important role. So from this we can come to the functions of the gap junction. When you see about the functions of the gap junction, yes, their important function in the salivary gland, secretory cells, they play a very important role. Then the nerve impulse conduction in the nerve cells as well as in the cardiac cells. And the very important function for the gap junctions are during embryogenesis. During embryogenesis, these are the junctions which are going to couple the cells of the developing embryo electrically, and also they distribute the informational molecules throughout the migrating cell masses. Thank you.